This is the Warwick Farm preview for the 31st of May. I'm unfortunately on my own. Gordo has no voice following a cold, and obviously he's hit out as a soccer coach on Sunday. So he's hoping we can get him to the track tomorrow and back on deck for Friday. I should mention that Glenn, who is fresh as a daisy following his weekend away, is keen to get into the action, and we'll be back for a preview of Rose Hill on Saturday, and that's Friday morning. Race 5 is a benchmark 72 over 1600, and an even field it is. Pelorus Jack is our favourite, winner over this course and distance last start, $4.80. Volpe, who's the last start Goulburn winner over this distance, $5. $6.50 is the shipper, number 4 Cars Off, who's making his Australian debut. $7 our Beatnik, who has become somewhat maligned of late. $11 Miss Valentine, $12 Pianissimo, $13 Life of Brian, $15 Steeman, who makes a return to these shores, $15 Reneged, who's second up here. Speed looks to come from Life of Brian, Braces, Miss Valentine and our Beatnik. These are your first four. Pelorus Jack perhaps doesn't get quite as sweet a run, or has to go further back here tomorrow. Steaming should hold his inside barrier to be just ahead of midfield. Reneged looks to be perhaps forward of midfield, with Volpe contesting for his position. Pelorus Jack is obviously there. He's had 3 runs back from a spell. He's won his last 2, both on this course. He managed to squeak home here over this course and distance 2 weeks ago, and I'm querying whether the 5-metre rail and the wider draw will be to his advantage tomorrow, but he must be considered. Life of Brian is a steady type, fairly dour, but got right up on the speed here over this course and distance when the Nowra Cup winner, subsequent Nowra Cup winner, Vane Lane, tipped him out. He's had a trial since, and he just gets there, he's there, and should be in the finish. Braces is a horse that can improve tomorrow, racing up on the speed in a stronger race over this course and distance last time. Jason Collett to ride. I think that he's well over the odds at $35. And I must make a comment about Volpe, who clearly put a hole in his rivals at Goulburn in a benchmark 55 last time. Look, my take on horses coming from wide out is that, look, they're better coming from maidens, where they haven't been up against the horses that are totally exposed. And if they're going to come from class races at the provincials or country, they're better off to come from class 1s or 2s rather than the benchmarks, where horses really are maxed out. So Volpe has obvious interest, being lightly raced and coming off a big win and a quick backup and a lightweight, but he's one I'm going to oppose tomorrow. Miss Valentine, look, she's going up and down like a bit of a rocking horse at the moment. Kieran McAvoy Gate 2 could be considered. Our Beatnik, well, he's very primed, perhaps he's a bit too primed. His run last week, where he was in the prime position, or the P position at Canterbury, was a little less than encouraging. And other than that, I really don't know what to say about Cars Off, other than I've marked him a lot longer than that, and we'll just have to wait and see on that one. That's race 5, the mile. We come to the penultimate, 1100 metres, benchmark 67, so it's the bottom of the barrel as far as the class races are concerned tomorrow. $3 is our favourite Penske. $7 the beaten favourite the other day over the shorter course, Viceroy. $8 Blowing Kisses. $8 the Resumer with no trial, Eastern Legend. $9.50 the Wasp. $11 I Can Rock. $18 is Calvina. $19 Music Magic. I've missed Cockles, who's $15. Penske, who's just had the one run, small field over 1,000 at Hawkesbury, found the lead easily on that occasion. May be kept out for a little while here, may have to do a bit of work to lead, but certainly will be seeking the lead. We have a number of runners that could push forward here. Music Magic went back the other day, but can race forward. Cockles can race forward, Boys Day Out can race forward, busting through as the blinkers off, but could hold his gate 1. And the Wasp has speed, should she use it. So we start with Penske. Obviously impressive on debut. Trials were indicative of talent, not incredibly impressive. Look, his ace is here that he's just had the 1 run, and there's not a lot of metropolitan form to oppose here. I'll speak about the Scone race, which provides Blowing Kisses and the Wasp. Neither of those horses did a great deal on that occasion. So it's difficult to get enthusiastic there. Eastern Legend is Tim Clark, but Les Bridge, first up without a trial. He lacks pace. I'm not convinced he's got talent. Obviously he's a Metro winner at his last start, but it was a 4-year-old and up race. And what else is there to look at? Buggered if I know. I Can Rock. I noticed it's the Sportsman poster special for this week. I just happened upon that. He's had a bucket load of chances, but 1100 first up on his home track. Josh Parter ride, sitting just off the speed. It could work for him. So, look, this race is up for grabs. As I say, Penske is a legitimate leading contender. I don't know, I don't have a strong feel for any of his rivals, but it's not a race I particularly want to play. Finally, we come to the nightcap. 14 runners over 1300 for mares, fillies and mares actually. And $5.50 is Gretna up the top, $5.50 Nonpareil, $6 Love Letter, the maiden winner last time, $8 number 2 All in the Reflexes, and then $11 down the bottom the Nixter, who was a Queanbeyan winner last start, $13 Magic As, $13 Stiletto Vixen, $15 Lucienne. Sort of keen, sort of not. All in the Reflexes would like to lead here. She's back from the 1400 listed race, the Dark Jewel, and she could find it. I'd suggest that Gretna is faster than her opposition and back in grade, a leader back in grade. I'm not a fan of this rider, but this looks a suitable race and she should poke up. Stiletto Vixen gets on the speed. Nonpareil has had a break and a trial and shouldn't be too far away, nor should the Nixter or Abaha, who is actually a winner over this course and distance in another lifetime. My take on this race is that Nonpareil has been too disappointing, despite the fact that she's had a freshen up and she's got good connections. Gretna is well graded tomorrow and will find a course to suit. And as I mentioned, I'm not a fan of the rider, but I'm strongly in her camp. And Love Letter looks an improver with blinkers on. She just got there in a moderately run race the other day. She'll do better in a stronger tempo. She's the sort of horse that can go up in grade, and obviously Bowman retains the ride. Is there anything else in the race? Look, All in the Reflexes has done a very good job for Jason Coyle since coming north in 2 short preparations. She wasn't suited the other day, and if she found the lead, she'll take some running down. Romney's Choice didn't have a lot of luck in a Saturday race the other day. He's third up with a tongue tie on and could be dangerous. And aside from that, I couldn't see anything else. So that's my take on the nightcap, the mares race. Gretna from Love Letter, from Romney's Choice, from All in the Reflexes. They're my 4 in the last. I'm perhaps keenest in race 1, number 11 Manicure, the debutante. And I think that perhaps Lataro is a short priced runner to a pros on the card tomorrow, as well as the favourite in the first, I'm Excited, who debuted in what I consider to be quite a different race at Scone. I'll be back on Friday with the Rosehill preview with Glenster and Gordo. Don't forget that I've got comprehensive assessments for the meeting tomorrow at Warwick Farm. I'll also have a staking plan available, which returned to form on Saturday at Randwick with a good return. Sorry, a good profit in tow. And I'll also have sheets available on Thursday for Gosford. And as I say, I'll be in the seat on Friday with the other 2 for the Rosehill card. Catch you then.